Doki Doki Forgotten Love is a Doki Doki Literature Club fan mod that is not affiliated in any way with Team Salvado. It is designed to be played only after the official game has been completed and contains spoilers for the official game. Game files for Doki Doki Literature Club are required to play this mod and can be downloaded for free at the official website. By playing Doki Doki Forgotten Love, you agree that you have completed Doki Doki Literature Club and accept any spoilers contained within. This play mode has been enabled automatically since allows you to skip content. Okay. Will you reignite the forgotten love? Take a moment. Greetings, I am Amy, and welcome to Doki Doki Forgotten Love. This is a demo for now, but I was playing a lot of demos recently anyway, so I was looking for Sayori mods because I feel like out of all the characters I engage with Sayori the least out of anyone, so I wanted to play something with Sayori, and this caught my attention, so well, wanted to play it. Sorry, I needed to quickly turn on my light. It's darker than I had anticipated here. Let's see. DSC settings, template settings. I'm just going to go with the uncensored mode since I'd never censor anything in mods anyway. So I don't really see the point in censoring it here either. If there's sensitive content, it will be, as always, at the beginning there will be a little remark. If the demo will even already start very deeply into that, and there will be, like, in the first paragraph in the description, like, the trigger warnings. If it is very difficult already here, if it's simply the topic of depression but we're not going extremely into it yet, then I don't feel the need to really censor, because simply saying, wow, they'll talk about depression, it's a pretty normal thing, especially in the DLC mods. So I really will only put up a trigger warning if there's, like, really intense content in here as well. Anyway. Let's go a new game. Oh, I didn't think of a name. Well, we'll just go with Lars. Let's go with Lars. Oh, Monday! Okay, I wake up from a full night's sleep. Well, time to get ready. Today's my first day at Okinawa High School. My voice is, for some reason, cracking a lot more than usual. I mean, I always stumble over my words anyway, so I don't think it's going to be that noticeable. It's just, I feel it, so maybe I'll struggle with the voices, I'll see. I already really like the text box here. I forgot to mention that. It may not have been the smartest idea to transfer right after finishing my first year at my old high school, but it got pretty lonely there, and I at least get to finally live on my own. I look at the photo on my desk. Maybe I'll even meet some new friends. This is already pretty cute. Or you'll meet old friends. I miss you, Sayori. Hope you're doing well. Well, enough standing around. I don't want to be late on my first day. Yeah, it does not sound... This is it. Okinawa High School. Cool. From what I read in the brochure, all students are required to enter to either do extra work to help the school or attend a club after classes. Extra work sounds boring, but maybe there could be an interesting club, like a gaming club or something like that. I like that it's a bit more proactive here. My first class is calculus. Should be pretty alright. Since we made our own schedules, I'll probably have different classmates in each class. I'll be meet some nice people. I should get going now. I only have 5 minutes till class starts. Ah! I made it on time. Phew. Well, to be honest, I noticed it in school too. 5 minutes were completely alright if I wanted. Sorry, I'm currently preparing my tea. 5 minutes are completely alright if I wanted to go completely to the bottom of the school, I remember. There were the toilets. To go to the bathroom and to go back up to the highest level, and I can't run or anything like that. So I feel like 5 minutes are actually quite a lot of time. So, like, it's pretty short compared to like 10-minute breaks where you can do so much more, but... Or like, of course, like bigger breaks. But 5 minutes are enough if you need to go somewhere for a short moment. I mean, I suppose it also depends on a few other aspects. Other voices. Good morning, class. Before we start today, I'd like to welcome a student that just transferred. He's new to the school, so I hope you can all help him acclimate. Acclimate, I think. Mr. Lars, I don't have a last name. Could you come here and please introduce yourself? Like, even in Japan, especially in Japan, you usually use like the last names to address people. But like, even in like English, like countries where you speak English, I know in Germany you also like use the surname after like Mr. or Mrs. or Miss. We don't have Mrs. or Miss, we only have like one. Yes, right away, Miss. Here it's Miss right now. Hello, everyone. I'm Lars. I transferred here from a different high school, and I hope that you will be able to that you will be able to enjoy the last 2 years. That I will be able to enjoy the last 2 years of high school here with you all. Thank you, Lars. You may sit down now. I nod. Interesting. Now let us get started. Hello, students! I believe that it's time to announce a yearly tradition. A yearly tradition? Each year at the beginning of the school year and during our February festival, we let clubs gather new members. Students are required to either sign up for a club or for some extra work. Please remember that sign-ups end on Wednesday. You can find the sign-up sheets in the mess hall. Now we wish you a great day and fruitful studying. Well, I still have time until Wednesday to decide what club I want to join. I'll look at some clubs after school, so I at least know the selection. Oh, the teacher's already writing. I should start focusing. Phew. Well, today was tiring. At least I learned my schedule. I have a free period now. I'll head up the library. Maybe they've got some good manga or a good horror book. Ooh, interesting. So we like both here. Whoa! For some reason, I pressed like 2 buttons at once. I was worried at the abrupt stuff to music that I clicked something wrong. They have a pretty nice selection here. No manga though. I'll grab a horror book then. Those at least seem pretty thrilling. As I start grabbing a book, a different hand intercepts me. Oh, hi there, Yuri! Oh, sorry, did you want to borrow this book as well? Apologies, I didn't mean to bump into you. It's fine, you can have the book if you want. Thank you. Say again? I didn't quite catch that. Thank you! Well, that was a bit of an awkward encounter. Not exactly my greatest first impression, but oh well. I'll read this instead. The last 2 sessions were a pain in the ass. Looks like that purple-haired girl and I share the same literature class. I start marching towards my home. Finally home! I could play for a bit before looking over the clubs. 5 hours pass. Should I play more or should I just go to sleep? You should check for clubs! Wait a minute! I forgot about the clubs exactly! Well, not much I can do now. I'll look at them tomorrow. Tuesday! I wake up from my 8 hours of sleep. I should start getting ready for school. You should. I mustn't forget to research the clubs after school. It's not club time. I wonder if I should try to talk to the purple-haired girl again. She seems very skittish, though. I used to use skittish very often because I didn't like. I only later found out that it's usually not used for humans, at least from what I've read online, because I want to make sure I'm using it correctly, but it seems to be more used for animals. So I changed up a few words in my books, unless I actually felt like it would still be fitting for like to describe the character as skittish. Might be hard to strike up a conversation. Oh well, that's a problem for future me. The bell rings. Lunchtime! The line's gonna be dreadful though. I'll just grab something from the vending machines. And we're gonna bump into Natsuki. As I approach, I see a pink-haired girl getting more and more angry. Damn it! I'm a few coins short! I haven't even had breakfast today. Gotta like get at least something to eat. Need some extra coins? What? Do you think I can afford food? I can't afford food. I'm just not hungry, that's all. I probably made her feel like a beggar. I didn't mean to do that. But I know how I can help her. I buy a snack from the vending machine and begin walking away. Oh, silly me. Looks like I forgot some change in the vending machine. But I already walked this far. Oh well, nothing I can do now. As I begin walking away, I hear the coins being taken from the machine. I hope you enjoy your lunch. Well, that was an interesting encounter, although I do think it was a good way if someone is maybe... Not exactly a good way, but... a creative way to like somehow give money to someone who is kind of scared of... like, yeah, seeming like a beggar or something like that. Because it can, to some people it's like very embarrassing when it's like, you can't afford something. School is finally over, please look at the clubs. I should quickly head home and look over the clubs. Exactly. Huh, interesting. The school has quite a large selection of clubs. Anime, gaming, hell, even woodworking. There are also some more boring clubs like sewing or literature. I guess I'll try the gaming or anime club. Seems right up my alley. And who wouldn't love watching anime or playing video games for extra school credit? Tomorrow will be great. It's Wednesday and... usually the yawn should be in these weird... oh, I forgot what they're called. Story signs. So I'm assuming we're saying it. Sorry, that was mean. I don't know where that came from. Time to get ready for today. Gotta pick out a club today. Well, I better get going. Well, today was an absolute bore. Nothing much happened. Well, nothing much happened. I saw the two girls again. We didn't really talk, but now I know in which classes we are together. I have literature and biology with that purple-haired girl. And I have chemistry and math with that pink-haired girl. I could try talking to them, but now I have more pressing matters. Like choosing which club I want to join. Huh. Looks like the sign-up sheets got moved to the library. Well, that's no issue. Now let's see here. What? There's no free spot in any club? Gaming club is full. Anime as well? Even the woodworking club? Wait, this one has 0 new people signed up. Oh, now I know why. It's the literature club. Well, if it's between cleaning the halls for the rest of the year or reading something for an hour each day, I guess I'll choose the reading. The literature club it is, then. Now, the first meeting for newcomers happens tomorrow, in room 302. Well, maybe they will have some manga or some horror novel. I had better head home now. And it's Thursday. Today was so dull. Each class was just an endless monologue from our teachers. I hope that the club at least won't be so bad. Today's the first meeting after all. After room 302 I go. As I approach room 302, I see a tall girl with a white ribbon on her hair waving at me. On her hair. Ooh. They added the mouth like... That's not Monica's mouth, that's all I'm trying to say. I think that's Sayori's mouth, but like, tilted in a specific way and of course made smaller. Hey! You must be Lars, right? Well, looks like they are expecting me. Yes, that's me. Which means this must be the literature club, right? Indeed it is! Name's Monica, by the way. I'm the president of the club. But let's leave the proper greetings for later. We should get inside. Alright. Lead the way. Hey, girls! I brought the new member! It's an all-girls club? Hello there. Oh, it's the pink-haired girl again. Oh, it's you again. That was Natsuki. She doesn't like newcomers much. But it seems that you two already know each other. So what's the story between the two of you? I probably should mention Monatsuki's money problem. We just bumped into each other near the vending machines, that's all. Well, I'm sure she will warm up to you quickly. Oh, greetings again. I'm Yuri. What's your name? Huh, Yuri seems to be quite shy. I hope that with the time she will open herself up a bit more. Pleasure to meet you, Yuri. My name's Lars. Monica, would you mind if I went to pour us some tea? Yes, that would be lovely. Thank you, Yuri. Lastly, I see a girl with a red bow approach us. A girl I haven't seen in years. Hello. Lars? It's Sayori? Sayori! I haven't seen her in years. Monica, please excuse me for a second. Sayori, are you alright? I'll go check up on her. While I'm gone, please try to get to know the other girls. Yeah, alright. Will do. I didn't expect Sayori to cry when she saw me. Has it been too long? Could our friendship be doomed? No. Thinking like this won't help anything. I should go and try to get to know the other girls. As I say that, I can see Natsuki wave at me from the closet. Hi there. Need anything? I'll only say this once. Thanks for the money. And thanks for not telling Monica. Huh, I didn't expect to be thanked by Natsuki. Maybe she's in such an impenetrable fortress. No problem. Also, I'm Lars. Natsuki, nice to meet you. I see you're gesturing at us to come over to the makeshift table that's made of various desks. We should probably go. Yeah, let's go. Yuri pours us all a cup of tea, leaving 2 cups for Sayori and Monica. Do you have any idea where Monica and Sayori are? No clue. Sir went to the bathroom, I think, and Monica went after her to check up on her. Oh, I hope they will be fine. You and me both, Yuri. You and me both. Yuri begins to circle the rim of her cup with her finger. So, Lars, what made you join the club? The dreaded question arrives. Well, to be honest, it was the only club left that I could join. My voice trails off. But that doesn't mean I don't read, or that I won't take this club seriously. You better not slack off. Otherwise, I'll beat you senseless until you start contributing. Wow, Natsuki can be really aggressive and intense. Basically, in complete opposite of Yuri, who feels intense but is very timid. Natsuki, please don't threaten our newest member. It's fine. And don't worry, I do my best in the club. Lars, I have been meaning to ask, what do you like to read? Well, I should probably tell them the truth about this as well. Well, my usual read is manga, but I enjoy the occasional horror novel. Both girls get a noticeable sparkle in their eyes. You just appeal to both of them. Well, we will make a reader out of you here, if you don't mind, of course. My course got stuck somewhere. That's what I signed up for. Monica gloomily walks back into the club room. I'm back. Sarah wasn't feeling well, so I decided to send her home so she can rest. I have a feeling that happened due to me. If you don't mind, I will have to end the club meeting early. I have to discuss with Lars about this club paperwork and the like. Yuri and Natsuki wave us goodbye as they leave. No tea? So, what's needed of me? Well, before I get started, I wanted to ask, what is or was between you and Sayori? Jeez, she makes it sound like I hurt her. Well, during our childhood we used to be best friends, but then during 7th grade she had to move away and we lost all contact. Just remembering all of it stings. Oh, well that's... Monica's voice trails off. I was worried because Sayori didn't really say anything. She just cried. Huh? Why did Sayori break down just by seeing me? This isn't like her. I'll try to talk to her tomorrow. I don't want to cause any trouble to the club. Alright, well, I'll trust you that you two can talk it out. I hope so as well. Now, let's get started with the paperwork. Shall we? Yeah, let's do it. No. Well, the literature club seems fun. Natsuki's a bit aggressive, but I'm sure she won't bite much. She was grateful for the coins I gave her that other day, and as well as for not revealing her money issues to Monica. Plus, the closet seemed to have manga in it. Maybe she likes manga. Manga, I'll be sure to bring that up. Yui seems shy and timid, but I can see some fiery passion behind her purple eyes. Maybe some book talk could ignite her dead passion. From our brief interaction at the library, she seems to like horror books like I do. That could be a good starting point in order to have her open up a bit. As for Monica, she's a mystery for now, as I haven't really had a chance to talk to her much. She seems nice though, so I'll try to get to know her a bit better in the coming days. And finally, I hope we can still be friends, Sayori. Though having her break down like that is worrying. But there's no point in losing sleep over it. I'm sure I'll be able to sort things out with her soon enough. For now, I should hit the hay. It's Friday! How many minutes has it been? Around 20! Today's class was boring as usual. Good thing it's the weekend tomorrow, honestly. Anyways, I also want to get to know the other girls. I saw you in class today and I gotta say, she's a good writer. Anyhow, time for the club. I walk inside the club to see Sayori and Monica chatting, Yuri reading a book, and Natsuki being Natsuki in her closet. Hello, girls! As a response, I get a plethora of waves. Since Sayori is busy, I'll leave our talk for after the club. In the meantime, I could try to get to know better Yuri. Hey, Yuri! Sorry to startle you. I didn't mean to. Oh, it's fine. I was just really invested in my book and didn't expect anyone coming up to talk to me. We never really finished talking about what we'd like to read, so I've been meaning to ask, what do you like to read? Well, Yuri takes a deep breath and her demeanor changes almost instantly. I like to read complex novels, the kind that sends you into a different world which you can truly feel to be a part of. There's that passion I saw behind her purple eyes. I also enjoy horror and books with psychological elements that force you to look at the world through an unusual lens. Yuri starts looking embarrassed. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ramble. You said you like novels, right? Hey, no need to be sorry. I'm glad to know more about you. And yes, I do like novels, especially horror ones. That's marvelous. I knew some book talk could get her fired up. Matter of fact, do you girls have any books here I could read? Any good horror novels? Well, not really. But I do have some books like that at home. I could lend them to you and then we could talk about them. If you want to, of course. That actually would be great, Yuri. Thank you. No problem. Well, I'll let you get back into your reading, but I'll be looking forward to your book recommendations. I'll see you later. Farewell, Lars. Good to know that under all that timidness is a passionate girl. I look around the room. I guess I'll go to talk to... That's PUBG. I guess I'll talk to... I guess I'll talk to Natsuki now since Monica and Sayori still seem quite busy. Hey, Natsuki. Hey, what do you want? You wouldn't happen to have any good reading recommendations, would you? Why ask me? You got Yuri over there. Just like yesterday, I managed to catch a glimpse of some boxes of manga in the closet. And given that Natsuki spends most of her time in the club meetings here, I can only assume that that manga is hers. Well, unlike Yuri, you could recommend me some manga. How did you know? called it. Whatever, you wouldn't like it anyway. She's putting up a lot more resistance than I expected. I'll double down. Try me. Oh, fine. Natsuki turns her attention to one of the boxes. Does Buffego ring any bells? Not really. What's it about? It's a slice of life. But not like those dull ones with no plot. Buffegos have a great overarching plot and awesome characters. But you're probably only into shonen action manga, right? Well, I wouldn't say a slice of life is my usual read, but Buffegos does sound interesting. Would you mind letting me borrow an issue? What? No shot! First I need to know if you'll actually like the manga before lending you an issue. So let's read it. Okay, everyone, would you all come to the front, please? Apparently the answer is no. Hey, you're not getting off so easily. On Monday we read together, alright? You better not let me down. Well, whatever I did, I managed to get through to her. Sure, I'll keep my word. I just hope the manga's as good as she describes it to me. We all move to the front. Alright, everyone. It's time for us to discuss club activities. Sarah and I were talking and we decided it would be a good idea to write and share poems. We all start looking a little bit embarrassed. Wait, did she say Sarah played a part in this decision? That's interesting. I wonder why her specifically. I know that poems are by default a more intimate thing, but I believe that this could make us better writers and also strengthen our bond. Well, this is a surefire way to make a fool out of myself. But at least I won't fall alone. Seems like Natsuki and Yuri are also adopting this decision. Alright, I agree. We all then turn to Yuri and Natsuki. So, what about you two girls? Fine, but don't you dare make fun of me! Well, it's not like you could anyways. My writing is the best. I guess I have no choice. Alright then. Don't be scared, girls. I'm sure we'll have lots of fun. Alright, we will begin sharing poems on Mondays. You can have the whole weekend to write one. And with that, the club meeting's over. Enjoy your weekends. Soon enough, everyone waves goodbye to each other and starts heading home. Damn it, I gotta catch up to Sayuri and fast. Sayuri! Sayuri, wait! I gotta talk to you. Hello, Lars. What's up? Huh? It's as if Sayuri's demeanor completely changed in an instant. At first she looked like she was about to cry, and now she sounds all cheery and happy. Strange. I want to ask if you have free time tomorrow. We could go hang out somewhere to catch up. Would you be okay with that? Please, Sayuri, say yes. Sure, Lars, that would be awesome. Is it me or did her voice crack a little? I'm probably imagining things. Don't overthink it, Lars. Just be happy she said yes. That's great. Here's my number. We exchange numbers. I'll call you tomorrow so we can figure out our plan. Alright, see you tomorrow. See ya. Well, that's great news. Soon I agree to hang out. If all goes well, I'll be able to talk things out with Sayuri. And maybe, just maybe, I'll salvage our friendship. Though, I did notice Sayuri a bit off. Sayuri is a bit off. I can't get it out of my head. One second she looked like she was about to cry, the other she was back to her normal cheery attitude. That can't be normal, right? To be frank, I know some highly sensitive people who are like very quick to change up emotions. Because especially one of them is like very sensitive to like the emotions around him. So one moment he's about to cry because personal reasons, and then he's all of a sudden in a setting where there are multiple people laughing, and all of a sudden he's like, yeah, people are laughing, I'm the happiest man in the world. So I wouldn't say it's exactly the average response. I mean, I know it's referring most likely to the fact that Sayuri is present. She's probably putting up a bit more of the cheery front as well to talk to us. But like, I wouldn't even like, it's not necessarily just something depressive related, it could just be multiple things. Although, If you do notice that your friend switches up a lot in emotion, you could maybe ask them if everything is alright. Because they could be going through something, like even if it isn't exactly depression, they could be in a bad mental spot anyway, and that makes them quick to be emotional. But yeah, in some cases I wouldn't really worry about it because, like, I also switch up emotions pretty quickly. Not as quickly as my friend, but I must say, in one moment I could be very happy, just eating my ice cream or whatever outside, and then I see a child crying, and I'm like, ah! I mean, I probably won't start crying, but ah! It's horrible. I'm overthinking things again, aren't I? For now, I'll get myself ready for tomorrow. I can't wait to finally hang out with Sayori after all these years. Maybe should save it. There are noises outside. And if I can actually salvage my friendship with Sayori, things come back to how they used to be, to simpler times. Just the two of us. Morning really can't arrive soon enough. I better get to bed now. It's Saturday! Morning has arrived. I'm getting up with Sayori after all these years. I should call her. I grab my phone and dial her number. After ringing a few times, Sayori picks up. Her voice was groggy, like she just had just woken up. Lars, why are you calling me so early? Sayori, it's almost noon. Oh, I guess I overslept. Well, what's up then? I was thinking we could plan our hangout. Would you be okay with meeting up at the park near school in an hour? Sure, I'll see you there, Lars. Alrighty, see you there. I better get ready. I'm so excited. There she is! Hey, Sayori, over here! Sayori sprints over to me. Hey, Lars, give me a second. Sayori, you didn't have to run so fast. I should wait for her to catch her breath. You're alright? We can sit down somewhere if you need. It's fine. Sayori takes a few more deep breaths. I'm fine. Very well. We slowly start walking. So, how have you been? It's been so long since we last hung out like this. Well, I've missed you a lot. But other than that, it's been alright, I guess. I met the girls last year when Monica started the club. So at least I found some good company. That's good to hear. What about you, Lars? Well, it was very boring without you. And I missed you dearly. But now that's behind us. Now. I just thought I misread that sentence and I had to put the now. I put the now. I thought for a moment I just imagined this now and added it in there myself. And then I read the last final now. Now we can be friends again, not the dreadful now. Oh, Sayori. Yeah, of course, Lars. Sayori seems a bit more timid than usual. But maybe I'm just overthinking again. Suddenly, Sayori and I stumble upon a single swing hanging from a tree. Hey, Lars! Wanna go on the swing? Like when we were younger? Good to see that she hasn't lost her playfulness. Sure. Well, there's only one swing, but I don't really care. Really, what matters to me is that Sayori is having fun. Sayori gets on the swing and I begin gently pushing her. So, how have you enjoyed your first few days at the club? It's been fun. Plus, it was nice to meet Yuri, Natsuki, and Monica, as well as reuniting with you. Though, I don't really know what I'll write for a poem. Yeah, poem writing can be quite tricky sometimes. Just let yourself go. Let yourself feel. That's what usually works for me. I'll keep that in mind. By the way, how did you even end up in the literature club? You never struck me as the type to be interested in such a thing. Well, I'm actually the vice president. Ah, no wonder she was in charge of deciding club activities with Monica. That's a little unexpected, but I'm proud of her. I was the first member of the club, so I kind of got sent into the position. I don't know, it just seemed fun to help start a club. That seems more like her. Though, Monica does most of the things by herself. She's really good at what she does, you know? I'm not that much help to her. Sayori's mouth falters a little after this comment. Don't say that. I'm sure you help Monica more than you realize. Trying to cheer her up, I pushed Sayori with a little more force, giving her more momentum on the swing. Ah, Lars! Hold on! Oh, come on. You can't tell me you're not enjoying this, Sayori. With that, a beautiful, hearty laugh bubbled from Sayori's chest. I take a step back, allowing Sayori to lose some momentum while she remained on the swing. She regained on the swing. I've never actually, in public, I've never seen such swingers before. I've seen them in, gardens and stuff. But never just in public, randomly. Unless it's a playground. Yes! Look, Lars! I'm nearly flying! I can't explain it, but this laugh felt different. It felt genuine, not like those shy or sheepish laughs I've heard her have ever since I joined the club. This was real. She was happy, and that made me happy. Sheesh, look at you go, Sayori! This really is like old times, isn't it? Yes! Oh, how I've missed this. I've missed it too, but hey, now we're here, aren't we? Yes! Sue maintains her momentum by swinging her legs, giving her a stable rhythm as she continues having fun. Careful! I won't be able to save you if you're sent flying to the moon. Oh no! Who's gonna save me from my accidental space travels? Sayori and I laugh. Hey, I'm just saying, but if you want to make it to the moon, be my guest. How about you give me a bit of an extra push so I can make it there? Ha, you're on! Soon I spent a few more hours at the park, talking and playing like when we were kids. Her earlier shy demeanor completely vanished after playing on the swing. But alas, all good things must come to an end. Oh man, it's getting quite late. I'll have to go now. I'll see you on Monday, Lars. Sayori hugs me. See ya, Sayo. It seemed like Sayori didn't want to leave, but I can't blame her. Neither do I. Oh well, I'll see you on Monday at the club. For now, I'll make my way back home. Well, the day was great. Looks like me and Sayori can still salvage our friendship. I know what I'll write about tomorrow, but for now I should just go to bed. It's Sunday. But that wasn't in these story quotations either. What are they called? Asterisks? Wasn't there something like that? Oh, yesterday was a great day, and now I at least know what to write about in my poem. I write about the two of us, about a reunion after 4 years apart. Let's see how this turns out. And thus I begin to write. It's not the best, that's for sure, but the emotions and the meaning are there. Sayori sound writing. My favorite bird. I have a favorite bird, so cheerful and full of life. This bird means a lot to me. It makes my days a little brighter. It makes my nights a little calmer. Yeah, I'm a fan of longer poems. I'm currently trying to see... It has no... if it continued on there, I feel like this would be more impactful. But I mean, like you said, the meaning is there. And I'm sure Sayori will understand it. I'm a bit worried she might feel a bit guilty about it. Or a bit weird that we were thinking about her this whole time and we feel a bit guilty that we were on her mind. But it could also be that she just appreciates the message. Given the day, how much her depression weighs her down that day. Because the meaning and the emotions are there. It's just... there is much flavor in it, structure-wise, or rhythm-wise. These two things are here. It's a beginning, that's for sure. I mean, my first poem was straight up not a poem because I didn't really have much of a structure really in there, and specific things were literally just read like a short story. I should maybe write that poem. because I had like a meaning behind it, but my structure sucked. Maybe I could try rewriting it someday. Someday. Of course, the bird is Sayori, my best friend. Ah, we'll continue. But then, my favorite bird flew away. And with that, the winter fell. And my days became a little colder. And my nights became a little lonelier. Let's see if there's another verse. If not, then... I feel like there can be built a structure with like these two things always. I feel like the end here throws me a bit off because I don't see that there's much of a connection here. But for sure here there can be built something unique. This was when Sayori moved away. Oh, how much I missed her. But after a long time, my favorite bird came back to me. And with it, the warm breeze of the spring. And once again, my days were a little livelier. And once again, my nights were a little happier. So there's a bit of a structure in there. So it's already better than with what I started at the beginning. But the problem is also like, my structures are more like Yuri, so it's a bit of a different writing style I ever approached. And like Yuri's writing style is also a bit difficult in that aspect. Although I must say, I feel like I'm still struggling with like structure and rhythm. I'm definitely struggling with rhymes because sometimes it's like, why would it need rhymes? I feel like there needs to be a bit more of a purpose sometimes with rhymes. Like, not always, but if I'm like writing a very tragic poems, why would I want to build on rhymes there? That doesn't add anything. But now she's here again. It's like fate brought us back together. Oh. So I hope my favorite bird stays, as it means a lot to me. Yeah, it's definitely a beginner poem, but it's not bad. It already has more of a structure than mine had. And Sayori will for sure appreciate it, or like I said, I'm a bit concerned depending on what day it is for her, it would be a bit more weighing her down, but if she's having a fairly okay, good day, like, for her, like, of course her standard-wise, then I feel like she would really like to also hear this and appreciate the message in it. And I mean, structure will improve over time. Like, it has this going for it. Now it has this going for it, but this feels a little bit out of place and would make sense if there was maybe something similar, like it looped back. I just feel like I'm trying to see the purpose. Like, I can see the purpose here because it keeps repeating here. But it feels like if it was also repeated up here, then I feel like it would make more sense there. But you know what? It's better to have this rather than trying to bend over backwards trying to make the structure, because first and foremost should be the emotional and the meaning aspect, I feel like. So it's just, I feel like a bit more structure would make more sense, because with some poems it's really like every beginning and every line length serves a purpose, but I can't expect that of a beginner, and it's not like I always use that either. Like, there are specific times where I use it depending on the meaning of the poem, but sometimes I also just... I don't really write like this anymore because of my perfectionism there also, kind of, but... The most important part is the meaning, and like I said, Sayori will probably enjoy it. I don't know what it will be for the others. I feel like Natsuki could still enjoy it because it's on the simpler side. Yuri, I feel like... I mean, I don't know what stage she is right now. I don't know the before story of the literature club, since Monica doesn't appear to be self-aware, but we don't know yet. So either she's fine with it depending on her background story because she's already kind of maybe grown with like also Natsuki and stuff. But if we're kind of like going off the main game and they aren't that close bonded and have already like kind of improved each other's life in that way, help them learn, then Yuri would not be a fan of that style, but I mean, she would probably also show a lot of understanding given that it is a beginner poem. And I hope that means we can salvage our friendship. I take a look at my poem one last time. I think this is good enough. I'll put it in my bag so I don't forget it. Let's see what the other club members have to say about it tomorrow. Oh, well, I hope you enjoyed the demo of the mod. Now if you have any feedback or questions, please do contact me. I'll happily hear you out. This mod was made using compilation of community assets as well as the original assets by Team Salvado. Credits can be found in the credits.txt file. Enjoy your day! Thank you. Oh, you can also go here for credits. Yeah, I have the 0.0, 0.0 exactly, 0.2 version. I'm grabbing myself my water. Yeah, so I don't think I'll rate it like I rate other mods. I think I'll, because I give me a moment. The mod was very fast-paced and we didn't get to see enough of each and every character so I can give any canon thing. Besides, it's a mod anyway, it's a demo anyway, so things like that should only be rated later on. I did feel like a bit was out of character though, like with Yuri stammering and all that. Like if I had to... No, I just can't give a canonness because the demo was pretty short. It's just we really have absolutely not seen enough to give full rating, but I feel like Yuri's stammering was a bit too intense. Like she stammers of course a little bit when she's around someone she has an interest in, and it seems like maybe she has an interest in us. But even then it's not this extreme, the whole, like, it was very excessive. Natsuki I felt like was fine for the most part, although I do feel like the vending machine scene... I feel like at the first she would have to fully realize that someone was even there and listening. Though I feel like that's less of a canon thing and more of a writing thing, because one thing I really struggled with here, which I was at the beginning like, after every day, was I feel like the pacing was too fast. Of course, it's also a personal preference, but I'm not a fan of fast pacing, and it felt like each scene was not really led up to, but more just thrown together. Like, I would enjoy, like, on Monday maybe we see like you at the library, and on Tuesday we see Natsuki by the vending machines. That's not the problem, it's just I feel like we would have to see maybe a bit more, like I can understand that they weren't intended to just be small interactions, but then I feel like the rest of the day, or like the lead up to it, also needs to be a bit more so that the scenes don't feel like they were kind of just like, it felt like they were just very like the way it was led up to them was like a bit just very fast, and they were resolved very fast. It makes sense that they were resolved fast, I can understand it, but the way they were like introduced felt a bit too fast. And the interactions during the club also felt a little fast-paced. So I feel like that was my main problem that I really had with the mod. I mean, it's still a demo, and it's the 0.2. I almost said 0.0 version again. And but it did. So things can still change. Like scenes can still be altered to maybe lead up to them more. I'll see if I can contact it. I'm not sure if I really fully exactly want to, because the mod is still theirs to make. Although I do kind of wish... I think the mod served enough of its purpose to... So, but I really need a drink. And the mod served its purpose to make me interested in seeing what could happen in the future. It's just the pacing... The pacing really threw me off sometimes. Another point where I really noticed the pacing was a bit strange was we would have like the scenes with like in the club. We meet all of them, and then we go to bed and see the same scenes we saw like about 1 or 2 minutes ago. I feel like such flashbacks should be utilized more for things that do in fact lie a bit more in the past. It just felt like way too fast for me on a personal level, but I do feel like also on a writing level it would be strange to like, we will read the scene. Here's this short scene that is about 1 minute long. Let's review the scene we had before. I just feel like the flashbacks happened too soon to the situation that is currently being remembered. So yeah, I do want to see the future. I did like the CGs and all. They only use the main game music, but once again, this is a demo, and I'm pretty sure this is a fairly early demo. So this might change in the future, they might just not have started yet. I don't think these are all the credits, so I'll go in a moment to check out the actual credits. Like, this is the main DDSC music anyway. Credits there. Ah, there. There's some more, I believe. Yeah. Yum 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 yum. So yeah, I feel like what I would give is, since the mod was so short but constantly so quick paced, I feel like a lot of it was just too quick paced for me. I like the poem writing sequence at the end. It's just it's like the mod was less than an hour long, and we skipped through we didn't skip it, like we went through an entire week at such a fast pace, and so many things basically happened there. But it's just, we never really went into it. And I feel like the MC, he's kind of interesting to me, because by the sound of it, he doesn't have many friends, given how much he's still is on like the friendship with Sayori. Of course, if it was your childhood best friend, maybe you linger on it. I also think about the friend I had in kindergarten still a lot, because he and I did a lot of things together that were really important to me. But I feel like, by the sound of it, the way he spoke there, he also didn't have many friends, but he was still social and interactive. And I feel like I also wish, like, even if we couldn't do much with Natsuki and Yuri in those situations, that maybe would have explored him a little bit, and then due to that it kind of leads up more to the situation, because the small scenes just didn't do too much for me. I feel like I'll go... It's either 6.5 or 7 for me, because it's a very short demo. So, of course, the score doesn't reflect if the full mod ever comes out. Maybe something will change, or the pacing will get better for in the future, and then I only have to reduce a few pacing points at the beginning, which probably will only be 1 point, depending on how long the mod will end up being, but it seems like it will be a bit longer. So I will give them some credit. They had a very small team here. And so due to that, I'll also just go with 7. At the beginning I was like, should I maybe reduce a few points for the something technical, but you know what, I won't do it given the amount of people that worked on it. So I'll give it a 7 out of 10, but like the majority got lost in the pacing. The point 0.5 is then more reduced to like a few more technical things, like things that, but those are things that like really could improve in the future, so I don't want to judge it. And if the full mod doesn't come out, or the new versions, because that does happen rather frequently, sadly, then it still stands that it could have changed in the future, so I probably won't regret giving a. Or should I give a. Hmm, like it's less than an hour long, entire week. I'm sorry, my heart really is speaking. I don't want to be too harsh. I'll give it a 6.5. It will, like I said, there's potential will improve in the future, but I feel like a lot of mods that already are at 7 were like mods that I already really enjoyed, and here the pacing just really was very off, and that throughout the entire demo. So yeah, the future mod can improve, and 6.5 is not exactly bad. It's still on the level of I like it. I am curious to see how it continues, because I am curious if we're gonna go like into a depression and all that. The main problem here really was just the pacing, and since it's like such a short demo, it was really noticeable that an entire week passed in less than an hour. But yeah, 6.5, it's a very early demo. It's the second version, so I feel like it's understandable that there's still improvement to be made. It's just I feel bad giving it, because I'm sure there was a lot of effort in it, but it was really just the pacing was a bit extreme for me. Like I said, I still liked it. I do hope that the mod gets finished, because I am curious to see what might happen. And it would be a nice Sayori mod, maybe. I did like the CGs and everything. Um, so yeah, it's still 6.5, but I still did enjoy it, and I hope to see the final product. And maybe the pacing will get better over time, or a few things will have changed to already improve the pacing at the beginning. I'll see if I maybe do in fact give like a bit of a review also somewhere else, because I'm producing far into the like I by the time the mod this video comes out, months will have passed probably, and I do feel like just to be sure, maybe I will give a review earlier. I'll think about it, because I do think that this mod can be good, because I do think the idea is pretty cute. It's really just the pacing is currently still a bit fast. Anyway, have a good night, morning, evening, or day. And yeah, stay safe.